What's up, everybody? RevSauce9. We're going to be doing a quick review of AEW for 4/17/2024, the go-home show to Dynasty this weekend. And man, I'm telling you, with AEW fans and people, the haters and everybody, man, I just feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone in a time warp, and people are just ignorant. I swear to you, wrestling fans are ignorant lately. Guys, you're wanting to rush MJF. You want to rush Adam Cole, and now you want to rush Mercedes Moné, right? Moné came out tonight and cut a promo saying she's still hurt. She's still in recovery. She has not been cleared by medical physicians yet. She said, double or nothing, she'll be ready to go. Everything I've said to you guys here on this very channel, I've been correct. Like, I just don't understand wrestling fans. I don't understand people, man. I've even said it through my live streams. People are like, well, why is the storyline not speeding up, or why is it not progressed? She can't do that when they can't progress storylines when doctors are not giving the medical clearance. Same with Adam Cole. You guys want him on television hobbling around. Okay, what does that benefit us as a wrestling fan? Nothing. Absolutely zero. You want fucking MJF back in the build, right? What does that do for me? Nothing if he's still hurt. What, is he gonna come out on a mic? Show up for a few seconds? What a waste. Same with Kenny. I don't want Kenny near a ring until he's healthy. For God's sakes, he has diverticulitis and you guys all want to sit back and want him back now. Wrestling fans are impatient. I guarantee if half of WWE was hurt, I guarantee wrestling fans would be okay. But when it comes to AEW, oh no, fans are not okay. Like, it's wild to me the last 2 weeks with wrestling fans, man. It's wild. Yes, Jungle Boy is not going to thread needle for All Elite Wrestling or AEW in general, but at least they'll get some eyes looking at the product. AEW is trying to make strides. This week they have tried to make strides for their go-home show. They're going to have a good pay-per-view. I believe this. I think they're going to have some surprises. I think they will. I'm not going to guarantee anything like that. But, you know, tonight you got to see with John Moxley. They're trying to move forward. You could see that with him promo. He's cutting, you know, hey, look, I took a step back. I'm doing New Japan stuff. I'll be defending this title. We'll be doing open challenges technically. We'll be doing this, that, and a third. Don't step on me or I'm going to step on you. That's what he was talking about. Don Callis family. Good stuff. Monet basically telling you, okay, I'm still getting over my Achilles injury that I had. And I'm trying to, you know, rest my ankle because it's not still 100% and I still haven't gotten the medical clearance. That's why you see me walking around and doing vignettes and doing promos and being on the desk. Same thing as CM Punk's doing. What's the difference? CM Punk's not medically cleared, but here you have him coming out and doing this, that, and a third and not taking bumps because he's not medically cleared to take bumps. What's the difference? Oh wait, Monet signed this huge money contract and needs to be in the ring all the time. When she clearly stated in her own promo tonight, go watch that back, she said she's not medically cleared. And I believe it. I believe it. Adam Cole, you want him out in the middle of the ring doing Undisputed Kingdom shit when he's not medically cleared. So if this guy got not medically cleared or was cleared and re-aggravated, you'd be okay with that? Yes, I know the Undisputed Kingdom are ice cold. I get that. I 100% understand it. Here's another thing for you. Anthony Ogogo. Guys, you got to be watching the shows. Anthony Ogogo joined weeks ago. I think it was on Dynamite or Collision or Rampage, and beat the shit out of Chris Jericho and came back. Because you guys don't watch. Anthony Ogogo has been part of the AEW roster. He's been signed for a while. They just haven't had anything for him until recently. And it works well with him and Shane Taylor Promotions. And they're killing it up in Ring of Honor. They're killing it. So I don't want to hear from people, man. I don't want to hear from people, oh, it's stupid what they're doing with Anthony Ogogo. He's nobody, but you don't watch the shows. I can't take you serious. There's a lot of constituents and a lot of people on social media shitting on AEW, but don't watch the shows. You watch the main stuff. Dynamite and Collision. You don't watch the side stuff. You don't watch the YouTube. You don't watch the shit. You don't crop the shit. If you don't crop the shit and you don't watch the shit, or you're sitting on the sidelines and all you do is talk about views and fucking butts and seats, I don't look at you. I ignore you because it's stupid. Like, if I'm talking about ratings with WWE or TNA or any of these people, I get made fun of for doing so. But when you guys do it on social media or whatever else, it's okay, right? It's perfectly great, all well and dandy. And to say you want AEW to die is just stupid to me. If we go back to the monopoly system with fucking WWE being the only place, WWE can control contracts, can control a narrative, people won't get paid as good, you're out of your fucking mind. And to compare it to WCW, and I agree with Tony Schiavone, we can't compare that to WCW to AEW. Two different times, two different companies. AEW's got lots of money to spend, where WCW really didn't towards the end. And they were being submerged or something like that. And there was a lot of bad things that happened. AEW's in a good spot. I think they will get a renewal of a contract. I just think some of you men out there, you know, are expecting something that's not there. And I just don't get that anymore with wrestling fans, man. I seriously don't. Another thing that I don't understand is you want all these wrestlers to come back, but you don't care about their well-beings. You just don't give a fuck or care. MJF was having a secret meeting with AEW management over the last week, according to insider sources, according to the dirt sheets and insider people within the industry, as I should say. We're all saying that they're mapping out when he's coming back. So at the end of the day, you guys got to chill. You guys got to relax. And to say he's going to WWE, he would have already been there by now. Again, Willow Nightingale getting hurt tonight, right? Or kayfabed hurt. Part of storyline. And fucking Edge stopping Monet from hitting her with a chair. Monet's gonna turn heel. However you want to go with it. She's a queen bitch. That's what she says she is. That's what she's gonna do. Tonight's match was a little hokey pokey. It should be a triple threat, but Monet is not medically cleared. So that's why you're not getting it. People are losing their minds. She's not medically cleared. She even said that through her fucking promo. You guys got to pick up her week when she talks, because you got to understand. Yes, when they aired the footage and she had that vignette and that stupid segment, yeah, I agree. AEW has done stupid television the last 2 weeks, but they turned it up another notch tonight. What are you complaining about? What are you still complaining about? You shouldn't be complaining. And Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland, I don't know what people are upset over this. Swerve's been getting teed up. Swerve is about to win that world heavyweight title. Joe's had 3-4 months now. It's time for him to drop the belt. Swerve is going to be a better champion, honestly, I think, than Samoa. Samoa can go down the card and still be relevant and stuff like that. I think Swerve, and now you can thread the needle. Now you can have that door open for a Will Ospreay, Danielson. You can have that door open, Moxley possibly. There's so many possibilities you could do with Swerve Strickland. And Swerve tonight cut a promo. Basically, Renice looked good tonight. Her outfit was beautiful looking. And that's what it should be. You should have fire, desire promos, fire, desire things. And that's what you should be doing. Chris Jericho and Hook was a little downside to me, setting up for an FTW championship match. I thought that was a little hokey pokey to me. But nonetheless, this show, honestly, to be real with you, the Continental defeating Pac, Pet to Zero, and Daniel Garcia, that was a good thing. They gotta make Okada look beastly. They gotta make the Elite look beastly going into Dynasty. They have to. You know, I just don't understand what you guys are complaining about. Taz broker a meeting between Jericho and Hook. It was a low point of the night. Diana Peraza defeating Mariah May. They're setting up for Mariah May and Toni Storm to go at each other. Toni Storm's going to lose that belt this weekend too. I have a sinking feeling that it's going to go to Thunder Rosa, and we're going to start the feud between Mariah May. Diana Peraza can work. They're already giving it to you, your next feud. Diana Peraza versus Thunder Rosa for the title. Here we go. You're setting up Diana Peraza down the road this year will be your next AEW Women's Champion. They're setting up for that. And also Monet will probably beat Willow Nightingale for the title. Obviously, they got to tell that story and that narrative. Obviously, Monet. I have a lot of faith that Monet will turn this stuff around. But you got to remember, these guys are not needle pushers. You guys got to understand, Monet was like a number 3 in a starting lineup. Like, she's like literally, I would say, a Draymond Green, Scottie Pippen kind of act in AEW. She's putting all, she thinks she could carry the division right now. She's not carrying because she's hurt. And again, you know, Roderick Strong, you know, versus Kyle O'Reilly, guys, they've been setting that up for weeks through collisions and rampages, but you don't watch that shit. You don't watch Ring of Honor. You don't watch the shit. If you don't watch the shit, I don't understand why people, oh, this is another hokey pokey, you know, undisputed. You don't watch the shit. If you don't watch the fucking shit, how can you critique something that you don't watch? I'm a smart mark. I watch all the shows. I tell you from my perspective, I spend a week watching wrestling every week, even being sick. I watch WWE, Ring of Honor, NXT. I watch TNA, MLW. I watch all these shit. I don't have enough time to cover everything, but trust me, when I watch all of them, I'll tell you, there are storylines being moved between shows. And if you don't watch, that's your own stupidity. That's not for me to tell you. I have friends that only watch the main shows, but don't watch all the other pieces behind things. And then they want to sit back and fucking complain. They're the same very people that will sit back and show the audience, oh, they're not getting the views. I've told you this all along. The way AEW fix it is put on good matches and good booking. People will come back. When you insult the intelligence of the fans, you make them look stupid, you're going to lose people. Right now, AEW's in a rough spot right now. They can turn it around. They're bringing in the motor machine guns, which, again, if you don't have vignettes and you don't let the casual fan know, or your average AEW fan that doesn't watch everything else know who the fuck they are, well, they're going to be wasted. And let me tell you something, Miro and Keith Lee are not needle pushers either. You're seeing a lot of AEW talent put on great matches, but they're not threading the needle and being like a Trick Williams or Carmelo Hayes. These, you know, this is the difference between WWE and AEW. Your difference is they make their wrestlers on WWE look important. Where AEW, it's all about the sporting event, like a UFC, but they're not putting stock value into people like fucking a Go-Go, fucking like Hook. That's why Hook's thinking about exploring his options. But you guys don't read that shit. Tonight's show was fantastic to me. I think it's a B- show. It was a good go-home show. Looked like the crowd was into it. But I'll get told, oh, well, there was only 2,000 people, Rev Sauce. Okay. That's still a crowd of people. You know, I get disappointed in wrestling fans when they sit back and they just want to sit and talk all this shit, but they don't watch the shit. They don't watch storylines happening. I've been all weekend long. I watched wrestling channels talk shit all about AEW, about this footage, but they're not talking about the good things in AEW. You're pushing Swerve to the side. You're pushing Kyle O'Reilly to the side. You're pushing good storylines within the women's division to the side. And you know, another person that I haven't seen in a minute is Sky Blue over there. Sky Blue is the MVP of that TBS division, and they've done nothing with her. Want to go there. Orange Cassidy defeat Shane Taylor. That was a given. Orange Cassidy, they're building up a hardcore feud, blood feud. With Chuck Taylor. Was it Chuck Taylor or Trent Beretta? Sorry, Trent Beretta. They're setting it up for a feud for Double or Nothing. Guarantee it. It's probably going to be a hardcore match or a false count anywhere or last man standing. Trent Beretta being heel was the best thing for business. They needed to make him heel, and they finally pulled the trigger. Took them long enough to do so. Now this man has to now they got to capitalize on that. International title, Intercontinental, have him go to Ring of Honor, win the big belt. I don't care. Trent Beretta needs to win something and needs to look good doing it. You can't have him turn heel and then do nothing with it. And you have a Wardlow situation. And again, I want to hear about people saying Wardlow. They've given Wardlow opportunities and he's fucked up and he doesn't look like a guy that I would put stock into. If he was in WWE, I wouldn't put stock in him either. And don't give me the comparisons of Braun Breaker to this dude, because Wardlow is not that. Wardlow, like, again, if WWE was into meaty, bulky men, why didn't he go sign Hammerstone? Why did AEW not? So they don't have faith. Hammerstone could thread a needle somewhere. He's doing that in TNA. If they don't pick up Wardlow or extend his contract, I see Wardlow in TNA. Seriously, because I don't see WWE putting stock into Wardlow. Do you? He's not a thread. He's not a needle pusher. They've tried putting him as face, failed. They tried to put him as this, that, and third, and failed. Will Ospreay and Claudio Castagnoli. They putting on a banger TV pay-per-view match for you to show Will Ospreay's full ability, and there's people shitting on it. Like, you wanted a better AEW, you got a better AEW, but people are going to still shit on this and say it's garbage. No matter what I say or do or what I put out there, people are going to say it's garbage. Bad booking. I'm falling asleep. Like, to the end of the day, man, like, there was a few Aluva kicks in this, and there was a few power bombs and a few things in this match that were fantastic. You're getting a pay-per-view style match. And by the way, before somebody tells me real quickly that I'm justifying AEW shit. No, I didn't justify the security footage. I thought that shit was stupid. But I think I'm on the camp of let's give AEW, let's see what they do rebounding. Let's see what they do. Yes, this week Tony Khan has said some choice things, but that's Tony Khan for you. Every time Tony Khan fucks up, he tries to justify it. Have you not picked up by it by now? Since the inception of AEW, he justifies the shit he does. Or tries to put veils on it. And then people around AEW try to put veils around the shit. Everybody tries to put shit on top of shit and try to make shit look good. I'm trying to tell you guys this, but nobody likes to listen to me. Everybody thinks I'm just an AEW shill or an AEW apologist because I bought the video game when I bought in back-to-back years of WWE. Get the fuck out of here. And it's the same, oh, justify the seats. I can't justify that. That falls on fucking AEW. Like I said, when they put good booking on and they do good stories and they book right, people will show up. People just want good wrestling matches. People want good stuff, good storytelling. But when you don't watch the other shows and you don't understand what's going on, you don't have a right to have an opinion of me. I think it's so stupid. When you watch the main shows, that's like me watching only Raw and not caring about SmackDown and then having an opinion about SmackDown. Seriously. Not everything AEW does is great and wholesome, and I understand that. But I'll never call them a perfect company. They have fumbled on themselves the last 3 weeks. Now it's up for Tony Khan. The pay-per-view schedule's out for him to book right and start doing some good storytelling. They pigeonholed themselves. That's what AEW did. If they don't put the belt on Swerve, what was the point of this whole feud between him and fucking Samoa? You know, at the end of the day. Now you've pretty much, like, AEW's made predictable. Like this week, if you didn't pick up on it, Monet's winning that title. the feud is there for you. If you didn't see it, and I don't know what else to tell you. Another thing that you guys did pick up on is Toni Storm and Mariah May. There's gonna be a feud there. Guarantee it. And it'll be Thunder Rosa and Diana Peraza for the title coming up soon at Double or Nothing. I'm just saying that. Thunder Rosa will go over because they got to have Thunder Rosa keep the belt for a while. It's the title she never lost. I would start building up, Collision and I would start fixing things. That's how I would fix things. They've pretty much already given it to you. They have pretty much given it to you. It's either going to be Willow Nightingale winning that belt on Sunday, and you're going to have Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné going at each other for a minute. Or you're going to have the opposite, and you're going to have Julia because there's a feud there that they're trying to tell a story. Or we're going to have a triple threat at Double or Nothing going forward. There's your answer. Will Ospreay. What are we doing with Will Ospreay? Will Ospreay, simple. You pencil him in, you have another Okada match. Because those matches are legendary, to be honest with you, within New Japan Pro Wrestling. So that's where you put Will Ospreay. You have Will Ospreay go over as your Intercontinental Champion. That's how you start, Intercontinental or Continental Champion. That's what you would do. I thought was stupid was the 6-man tag team belts over on AEW, the trios titles. I thought that was stupid. Personally, if they're booking it wrong, they're going to have the 6-man. So what are you going to have? You're going to unify those belts. That's what they're looking to do. Or what they'll do is they will win them and then drop them at some point, and then they'll make new belts. I don't know what they're going to do with that for Ring of Honor. But again, Jay White should be further than he is, honestly. And I agree with a lot of people with that one. No, this guy could tell you when AEW fucks up, and Jay White and the Bang Bang, the Gun Club, has been fucked. Okay? Anyway, moving on. Again, tonight's show was a B- show. I honestly, didn't think it was the best show in the world. It wasn't the best go-home show in the world. This is a 7.75. I thought it was between average and good. B- I think is fair. They did try making strides. Samoa Joe defends the AEW title versus Swerve Strickland. I have Strickland winning that. Here's my early predictions. Danielson versus Will Ospreay. I got Will Ospreay beating Danielson. TBS, the TNT champion Adam Copeland, Mark Briscoe, Eddie Kingston. Why are we not having a TNT match versus Malachi Black here? Why does Malachi Black need to be in a triple or 6-man here? I got the House of Black beating Adam Copeland, Mark Briscoe, and Eddie Kingston. Honestly, you need to give something to the House of Black. Julia Hart defends the TBS title. For Willow Nightingale can go either way for me because Moné literally is going to get either one. So to me, I want to go more Willow Nightingale here. Personally, the Young Bucks versus FTR for the AEW tag team belts in a ladder match. Honestly, I got Jack Perry showing up here as the scapegoat, coming in, being a new member of the Elite, and I have him helping the Young Bucks. That's how you bring in Jack Perry. That's how you reintroduce him to your audience, and then that's how you would do that. Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly for the international title. Honestly, I would say this should go to Kyle O'Reilly. He's been out for a year. He's been winning matches lately, and that storyline has been really good. And then we got the Acclaim and Daddy Ass versus Switchblade and the Guns. Winner take all match. I have the Acclaim winning this. No other way. Jay White needs to be somewhere else. Honestly, I'm sorry. Jay White is better than this, and you need to have him go up a card. You need to have him lose this so he can start going after singles titles. So that's my prediction for Dynasty there for you guys. Swerve, he has to win. There's no other doubt. You can't have him get beat every week, and you got to have a payoff. Same with the women's TBS title. You got to have a payoff. Same with the women's title. Thunder Rosa versus Timeless Toni Storm. Toni Storm loses here. Thunder Rosa's good shit, and I don't understand why you would have her just lose. Timeless Toni Storm's reign's coming to an end. Samoa Joe's reign and also Roderick Strong's reign's coming to an end. I think that's what you go with that. Those are my picks for this weekend. Could be wrong. You know, a lot of times when I predict things, I'm wrong. But that's just my personal opinion for this week. My name is RevSauce9. Hope you enjoyed this quick review. Look, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys when I need to, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. Look, not everything AEW's been doing great, but the majority of the stuff they've just fumbled on themselves the last couple of weeks, and fans are getting bored. And it shows when your audience and your people are disinterested. They're going to walk off your product. They're losing views. I'm fascinated to see how much of a dip they did this week. I think 700 to 800, you know, I'll have a video talking about it, but I'll keep an eye on it. But for the most part, like the audience stuff, like to me, this, like these little tick for tack stuff, I just don't care. Obviously, Warner Brothers and Discovery are happy with their receiving, obviously. You know, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. My name is RevSauce9. This show was a 7.75. I enjoyed the go home show. Like I said, and also Tony Schiavone stuff. Like, look, I'm with Tony Schiavone. Like, who gives a shit? Why is everybody lately dissecting so much? Like, honestly, I feel like wrestling fans are Karens and Jeffries, and I just feel honestly like if you don't get your way, you're gonna pout, moan, and groan and make up a whole bunch of shit. That's what happened to a lot of YouTubers on the internet, man. There was a lot of people making up a lot of shit about a lot of constituents, and honestly, it wasn't true. And it goes back to social media is a toxic place. People believe what they want to believe. And to be honest with you, it's so toxic. It's so stupid. And then people go to these no names that have no credibility in the industry. They make up shit. And it's like, and then people spread a narrative on YouTube. It gets worse. It's like, guys, just watch the shows. Enjoy. Like, why do we have to nitpick over everything? Like, just be a wrestling fan for shit's sakes. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Anyway, I apologize for my Monday's rant. This one was just a little tangent tonight. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing, watching. I know I'm going to get dislikes on this video. I know I'm going to. Because I'm not giving AEW a negative review. I'm being truthful. I'm being honest from my perspective. My opinion. If you want to have an opinion, you want to crap on AEW, go do your own show. Go bitch, moan, and groan and say how bad Tony Khan is and how AEW needs to die. They're the next coming of WCW. Go ahead. I'm not that guy for that shit. I've said that all along with the negative stuff. They need to get better. Here's what they're trying to do. Either you go along with it or you don't, and you stop watching. I have friends that have literally stopped watching the show because of what happened last week, and I respect that. Some wrestling products are not for everybody. It is what it is. My name is Rev Sauce. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this review. Like I said, I don't get to every single hold, every single thing, but Will Ospreay, Claudio Castagnoli tonight was the shit. It pretty much gave me old school AEW vibes. It gave me that TV pay-per-view kind of stuff that AEW does a lot. And again, I was pretty happy with that. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.